தக்க சிறு பிரிவுடன்
Thank you all. Dr. D. Karthikeyan, Associate Professor EEE RIT, to deliver the welcome address.
Conferences are to be held, namely International Conference on Contemporary Research Advancement in Mechanical Engineering, or Department of Mechanical Engineering, International Conference on Sustainable Technology in Civil Engineering and Muthukrishnan, Project Lead, Flender Drives. I also welcome our beloved chairman, Sri P.R. Venkat. Arts paves us the way to conception of arts to Venkatraj, CEO, Ramco Group of Educational Institutions, whose continuous guidance and support keeps us motivated in all our endeavors. Welcome, sir. I also welcome Dr. L. Ganesan, our principal of our institute, who is the backbone of our institute in all the aspects of its growth. I extend my warm welcome to Dr. S. Rajakarnagaran, Vice Principal of our institute, whose contributions help our institute in reaching various milestones. Welcome, sir. I extend my welcome to Mr. K.S. Selvaraj, GM Admin, whose contributions help our institute to reach. At last, I extend my warm and grateful welcome to all the participants and the presenters for submitting their research work in respective conferences. Once again, I welcome you all for this grand inaugural session of 3 virtual internet conferences. Thank you.
He has published over 100 research articles in international journals and conferences. He is also a fellow member of Institution of Engineers, Calcutta, and life member of Indian Society for Technical Education, New Delhi. He has invited top-ranked technical universities in the UK as a part of his TechUp activity.
Good morning. On behalf of our college, Ramco Institute of Technology, its management, chairman, governing council, on behalf of myself, I wholeheartedly welcome you all. You, sir, GM admin, organizing secretaries, and various office bearers, and my dear colleagues. On behalf of these things, the message I will read out. Chairman's message. Good morning, everyone. As the chairman of Ramco Institute over the world who are participating in our conferences, namely 1. International Conference on Sustainable Technology in Civil Engineering, both in India and abroad. Established in the year 2000. best engineering colleges that is affiliated to Anna University. This institution is certified by ISO 9001 2015 and accredited in its global research in the fields of civil and applied sciences, renewable energy technologies and design, thermal and manufacturing engineering. RIT has arranged these three web conferences to provide a platform for researchers, academic experts, and practitioners from industries in India and abroad to present their research findings and inferences in their respective thrust areas. World problems, which encourages them to fully comprehend numerous engineering and scientific ideas. Hosting these three conferences is an outcome of our commitment to promote the approach of new trends of learning. The exchange of research ideas and approach to design and problem solving can be learned from such conferences, which I am sure is bound to inspire all of us into deeper study. To achieve sustainable growth and prevent catastrophic climate change platform for researchers and educators to discuss the recent innovations and envision sustainable developments for the future. Several committees have worked together. Talks in various branches of science and engineering will provide an insight into the trends of emerging technologies. I appreciate the enthusiasm of all the participants, researchers, and reviewers. On this remarkable occasion, I also appreciate the various digital forums and their creators for being a part of the conference. I am delighted to inaugurate these three conferences of Ramco Institute of Technology, Rajapalayam. I wish the conferences a grand success. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time for felicitations by Dr. S. Kannan, Professor Tripoli. Dr. S. Kannan has completed his UG degree, PG degree, and PhD from Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai. He has completed his postdoctoral fellowship in Iowa State University, Ames, Iowa, USA. His area of interest is listed under Scopus and SEI. Besides these, he has been awarded better opportunities for young scientists in chosen areas of science and technology. This Boy Scouts Fellowship.
Good morning to all. I'm technology in civil engineering and applied sciences. International Conference on Smart Engineering for Renewable Energy Technology. Advancement in striving for the common good during these trying times, which has come out in the form of our conferences. This conference is a convergence of individuals, industry, and academics. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's time to release. I now request our principal, Dr. Basic Sciences Department, ICSTCA 23. We now request Dr. Dharmar, HOD Civil Engineering Department, Dr. Basilikodi, HOD Mathematics Department, to receive the same. Department ICCRAME 23. We request Dr. P. Suresh, Associate Professor, Mechanical Department, to receive the same.
All, we take immense pleasure in introducing our chief guest, Mr. L. Muthukrishnan, Project Lead, Mrs. Flender Drives Private Limited, Chennai. Mr. L. Muthukrishnan, Project Lead at Mrs. Flender Drives Private Limited in Chennai, has 25 years of industrial experience. He is an engineering management professor overseeing and advising both domestic and foreign projects. He is a project management expert with an experience in a variety of industrial sectors, including cement, metals, mines, pulp and paper, glass, and automobiles. With these words, I invite our chief guest, Mr. Muthukrishnan.
For Ramco management to the effort to connect the industry experts and education together, which is definitely a need of this hour, and it's a pressing issue. We have to collaborate our partnership well with industries so that we can jointly address the future requirements. So today, next 10 minutes, I will take the agenda like this. I'll give the current scenario and what is the need for industry and education collaboration. Also, I'm talking about current technologies in industries and moving forward, why this industry and education collaboration or partnership is required. See, there is a big disconnect as of now between the graduate engineers or any graduates coming out of the institutions, whether the employer. There is a gap, right? And also the employability of graduates coming out of the institutions. The percentage of employability is deteriorating year on year since last 5 6 years, which we are practically seeing in a day-to-day life. And this gap needs to be addressed. Otherwise, it will not suitable for the long-term or future requirements to deliver. So we desperate to get the right people, and in the other hand also people who are coming out of the colleges, the young engineers, they also finding it very difficult to get the right or perfect opportunity to take it forward in their career. And next issue is the domain specific knowledge. See, now so specific model or discipline based. And moving forward, the technology updates or technology changes. The demand, see, we are changing our technology in the manufacturing or the way we are delivering this. But the education system, the syllabus update or the curriculum, which will happen once in a decade. So there is a gap between almost 10 years between the changes to be reflected in the collaboration. What industries will get is the overall quality education system is tuned or trained in line with the industry's requirements. R&D, our experts are domain expert, no doubt, but only in our products. But the current technology or the so-called IT influence, whether our need of collaboration. By this, the students also getting a vast career exploration and moving forward, the innovative solution for very much ready to provide the facilities in terms of laboratories, practical exposure to the students, equipments. These areas, all the industries are ready to explore. So, what present scenario is, we are forced to start our own institutions to meet our requirements, because the mass recruitment every year what we are having, we could not able to take it from the available pool of candidates in the market. So we start customizing our requirements from institution level itself. So we sort of starting our own institution so that it will at least take one portion of the also. What is the current 4.0, which is the industrial revolution point of view, and we are almost digitalizing each and every processes and services. I have listed few here. These are all some of the core verticals which any industry generally having, and the influence of digitalization in these areas are phenomenal. And it is every day morning once he come and sit in his table, the laptop will pop up and tell these are all the work orders, these are all the preventive maintenance you have to do, and this is the yesterday's report. So everything is automated, and even we are getting SMS alert based on the equipment conditions. All critical issues are monitored continuously. Upgrade them in a automatic tool for composite loop. That also we are automating through a software which we call skill matrix. So it will give a target to every employee, what is his current job and what is his next assignment, when he have to clear this online test or direct assessments, so that his career path will be defined well in advance. So he also very clear about the target, which direction he has to move. Then communicable plant equipments. Yes, by default now, so that it can be monitored continuously, and we will have the complete control of maintenance and availability of that particular equipment. AI-based energy management system. Yes, we all know that nowadays the development of AI have a lot of influence. This energy management system, especially, it is taking care of the holistic approach for all forms of energy, and it give calculate automatically with specific consumption to follow that technology development. Cloud-based condition monitoring system. Yes, nowadays we have enables us to calculate parameter called wrench time. Wrench time is such an interesting parameter. Physically, how much time the worker will. This sort of calculation can be very easy. identity, the age-old nameplates of equipments, status, what is the specification, A to Z, he will get about that particular equipment. Hope I am audible, and is there any questions so far? Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah,
Academic side, people are looking into it. The one point about the difference in management, the industries and education institution, fast track updates. For that now curriculum updation is every 3 years to 3 to 4 years they go for updation. That is just on the positive side that I would like to mention.
yeah. Thanks for the update.
Yeah, because every 3 years or 4 years, once batch comes out, when they are in the first year updation and other things. Now but keeping the number of credits to get the degree is fixed. So there is that point we can now people are looking into it, and it is what we want is actually when the first batch comes to the final year, at the time of project and all, then only we will be knowing what are the problems, what is that. Every year it is one batch has to come out. That particular batch in the academic side.
Okay. See, if you strictly speaking, if class 10, the candidate to be aligned in line with his future direction. So that will be the seamless way to connect the industry and education in future.
And another point is with the present scenario, placement offers from the organizations, so that the industry, so that they can find whether go for it.
Yeah, it's also one of the good aspect to connect.
Replacement offer, the student is good, so that find how the student, the candidate is. Before that, a replacement offer, he can come for a 2 months or 3 months project on which how his performance and all.
Thanks for
Based on that, he can sell.
Okay, moving forward, the world currently we are living is it's completely a data world. So data is money, data is future, data is everything. Data in the sense, if you take any vertical, any domain, whether it is medical, engineering, in all fields, predominantly the data is dominating, and big industries are accumulating data, and they are simply analyzing, benchmarking, a lot of algorithm they are playing with data without in it. How these data are replacing experience, I'll share a simple experience. A doctor, he is a PG doctor, completed after completion of his post graduation, he may have 30-40 years experience. He successfully surgeries because of his and now the current tendency is entirely different. There is a company who is compiling the heart surgery data globally, and they are claiming that 550 million cases of open heart surgery data is already in their database. So any small tool to analyze this data will give you the best condition and solution for the complicated problems which we are having in front of any doctor. So this is action the data is playing. So data is playing. So data is a future, no doubt in it. Facing a lot of courses. the software also, we are using a lot of algorithms to handle big data so that we can have a comfortable dashboard and benchmarks to take out its the development to be taken care along with sustainable technologies. So exclusively for civil engineering, what are all the areas we can concentrate to sustain the technology or harnessing the natural resources without hampering the nature. Number one is public and electric transportation. Yes, initiatives in terms of policy corrections for encouraging electric vehicles, and our requirements to give a sustainable electrical transportation. As of now, the electrical transportation is less than 3% growth. So that is a is the LED invention of LEDs in lighting domain, which plays a vital role in energy efficient technologies. Similarly, for inverters and highly efficient lithium-based batteries, hydrogen fuel cells, these are all the areas which will give us sustainable growth. And needless to say, renewable energy sector has solar, wind, hydel, and tidal powers, which we have to reap to the maximum possible extent so that we can capture and storage. Yes, because of these CO2 emissions, not only the environment is getting affected. Again, this CO2 is we are using in our industries in a maximum possible extent. So if the industries which is emitting CO2 to the atmosphere can capture and store it in a compact way, so that that can be recycled or utilized to the respective industry, so that we can save some CO2 for green buildings, platinum, gold, and silver grade. This has to be encouraged. Time permits, we can take up few questions. Otherwise, you can share the question by email to the Ramco administrative team and get it clarified from my end. Bye.
Head Corporate QA, EHSS, BE, and Six Sigma. Wheels India Limited, Chennai. Ms. Leni Davidson holds the position the country head and corporate quality, strategy, and transformation. The Wheels of India of TVS group of businesses, one of the biggest wheel producers in the world. He completed his BE at Bangalore University, his MTech at BITS Pilani, and professional experiences. The United States, Germany, China, Sweden, and Czech Republic provide him with a global manufacturing.
Thank you for the invite. Am I audible? Yeah, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay. Okay, very good morning. This is Leni here. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity to address Ramco students and the professors. Always research will lead to some improvement or innovation. So research which fails in the field, whereas to find out why which is causing the problem, what is the failure, just to find out the root causes. So this is research is basically a self-driven or by drives by the curiosity to drive the, I mean, they expand the knowledge basically. So satisfaction, it also improve quality, efficiency, and productivity. Normally in industry, we follow S-curve theory. You know, this S-curve theory, I think even I've studied this particular topic during my MTech. So S-curve theory, it has 4 stages. It has the initial stage and rapid growth stage, late stage or slow growth stage, no growth. Will have product is doing extremely well itself, they start the next level of product, they start launching it. So the research and development in an organization is a vital to survive and sustain business in the today's market. To give you a small example, a few years back, maybe in 80s, we had the Bajaj Chatak. It's an example of a Bajaj company. I have just taken it up. So earlier it was a Bajaj. It was doing extremely well, but after some time the sales started falling down. By the time the company launched another product, like the company keeps on, they will be launching it so that the industry is surviving and sustaining it. We can take for even process, manufacturing process. So for example, presently robotics, and all automation things are happening. The industry needs to research and they need to upgrade. And some industry, they don't follow the research methodology. So what happens to such kind of industries? Yeah, classic examples are in front of us. You know that Ambassador car. They were believing on only one particular product, but the second subsequent once upon a time. Today, it is product struggling for its survival because the company was only focusing on Indian Telephone Exchange, only on this particular manual phone. They should have come up with some kind of a new phones or mobile phone. They did not come up. There was no researchers. So the company did not progress. Same way we can share so many examples. Kodak is another example. Like the successful organization, in case if they wanted to, if the organization needs to be success, they should have this double S curve theory. This is very, very important for continually improve to develop. What is the problem? So problem comes with, again, we like people. Industries are made with the engineers. There are a lot of engineers are available in the industry. But to develop such kind of a thing, to have the mindset to innovate, the engineers or the people who, I mean, the employees or the students who all are coming and joining as engineers, they should be the purposeful action takers. A study was conducted recently. So, what is purposeful action takers? The engineers or the employees, whoever working, they should have the focus on the topic and also they should have the energy. For example, if you are setting up, if you have decided to do some research, or if you wanted to solve some of the problem, you should have the focus and also energy. So, the purposeful action takers in industry only 10%. All delay in launching the new product, the company will fail. The mindset of the engineers to have, I mean, they need to be creative and they should create, create the mindset of excellence. So I wanted to talk about mindset of excellence from college itself. So mindset is basically, it is nothing but the belief of each and every person. They will have some growth people. In case if they have, they will be the great thinkers, writers and poets, and they will try to do the best. So they think deeply and pay attention in the particular church. It is Dhanushkodi. In fact, this Dhanushkodi, there was a bridge called Pomban Bridge. Presently, also it is available. During 1964, this particular bridge was washed. Dhanushkodi and the Rameshwaram, the mainland. So the Indian government has decided to construct this particular bridge months. Target of 3 months, they are given this particular project to any engineer to complete the project within 3 months. His name is Mr. Sridharan. He project. He just took 45 days to complete the project. So what I am trying to share here, he had the mindset of excellence. one of his interview recently, I could see that he was talking quotes from Bhagavad Gita about, he talked about mental discipline and attitude. So what I am trying to share here, this kind of a mindset of excellence should be, we should develop from college students, so that more and more we are concentrating on research kind of helpful for the industry. So to cultivate the mindset of why researchers are very much important in industry. Without researchers, we will not survive in industry. Most of the times, I mean, recently you might have seen a lot of news. They are laying off because some other company is failing. So the mindset of research, I mean, the researchers were not adequate, so they were unable to sustain in the market. So I request and I encourage all the students to have the focus on whatever they do, and they should develop the positive thoughts and take action and be successful. In my last slide, vision, it's my favorite quote. Without vision, without action is daydream. Action without vision is nightmare. With this, I wanted to conclude. I once again thank you, Rampur team, for giving me this opportunity, especially Uttara for inviting me for this session, and wish you all the best. Wish you a very great success in your research presentation. Thank you.
That's quite inspiring, sir. Your thoughts on mindset, karma yoga, and continual improvement really the need of the Geo Infocomm Limited. Mr. Arun Kumar is a multifaceted, result-driven, visionary human resource leader with an impressive demonstrated success in driving employees' performance, people process improvements, and people strategies linked to business strategies, leading to positive business results. A strategic, forward-looking.
I think the voice is gone. It's not audible.
Sir, your voice is audible.
I think the voice is gone.
Audible, audible.
Yes, sir. Please.
Okay, thank you. I will share my screen. I have a couple of PPT. I will share the screen. Before that, very warm good morning to all of you who are presented here, the Aramco Institute of Technology and Management, and especially in particular Adhra Madam, and all of you. Thank you for inviting me for this occasion. So I am going to strongly second the thought process given by Mr. Muthukrishnan. And he has touched the most important and most relevant and the need of the hour topic for all of us. Employability. Many times when we go to the campus interview as a HR leaders, we deeply pain, right? You know why? And candidates' ability. So we will deep dive and see some more in terms of how it is essential and so on. And this topic today is primarily on green energy, which is fantastic, fabulous, but I am not going to talk about it. You would very soon see in medias and the news about our group Reliance coming up with green energy in a big way. So now, how do I? Sorry, I am going to present. Is my screen visible? Ladies and gentlemen, employability is the question mark currently. You see, I'm the second person who is talking about it in today's conference. Imagine how many people would be talking about it. It is the real need of the hour, now and forever. Some of these statistics, you see, India is pacing ahead, a major economy in the world. We are part of the BRICS, and we would be the global superpower, and so on. So, our growth and rest of the nation's growth. This blue color line, a gap between these two. So the next 10 to 20 years going to be the depend upon our nation. India, why India? It is a unique opportunity. These are some of the core. Right, India is developed country as far as intellectual capital is concerned. We came to India for the cost, stayed for the quality, and are now investing for innovation. So Cisco systems. So like this, people have come from a different perspective. Here we have in our country. There are 1,000 large. In 2020, 63 million than the entire population of each year without the skills connecting to the employment. In here, we need to spend a lot of time. We have various streams, state-of-the-art, engineering streams like, we have artificial intelligence, machine learning, and we have aerospace engineering, and so on and so forth. But are they skill-based curriculum? The school 10 plus 2 dropout ratio is 90%. A large part of this group become apprentices in unorganized sector to pick up saleable skills like schools, the so-called ITIs, covering 98 vocations courses during 1.5 to 3 years. Entry-level classes 8 to 10. So, if you look at it, this is the reality. Require a proper statistics and enable the curriculum more of a skill-based. Ladies and gentlemen, I work in the in the hardcore belt of Andhra Pradesh. I keep traveling between Hyderabad and Vijayawada. At Vijayawada, the newly formed AP government, they revamped the entire syllabus. About a month back, I was at the AP Secretariat, met up with the Chief of Higher Education of Government of Andhra Pradesh. They are pacing ahead. They have revamped very well. Engineering, computers or should have patient. We deployed around 20 to 25 interns across various functions, starting from our it's primarily tower erection and commission, our operation and maintenance, and what are the opportunities? We require 20,000 commercial pilots. India is sort of 20,000 commercial pilots. And India needs 10,000 auto supposed to be IDA's employees close to 7 lakhs and expected to grow 27%. And in 10 years against the current growth of 30%, which means this industry going to boom at the rate of 57%. Low availability of talent as the biggest constraint for growth of companies in India. Supply of 2.2 million graduates every year, only 15 to 20% are employers, software engineers. You don't have a trade-based or a curriculum-based. You don't have a hardcore 1,000 and 35,000 studies reiterate, ladies and gentlemen, the fact that IT and BPO industry is growth driver of the Indian economy. Engineering is our core strength. We will be doing more of a BPO. But as a nation together, we are the youngest. It is 24 compared to 38 for Europe and 41 for Japan, and for China, the age is around 30. In India, in 2025, we'll have the dependency ratio of 12:1. Every 12 younger population, there will be one elder population. For every 100 working age adults, there will be slightly more than 12% who are above the age of 65. For China, the ratio will be 19.4, for Japan 49, for Europe. Look at Japan, there is opportunity to complement what an aging world needs the most. You see this chart. This chart across the world. Where is India? Ours is on the tallest. Mexico, Brazil, Canada, right? And you see our other organizations, like other countries like Japan, South Korea, Italy, Spain, Russia, Germany. So our nation is full of big opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. We need to capitalize on them. We need to channelize in the. You have been talking about syllabus, this, that, and all that. What is the students to impart the skills to the unemployed, underemployed, uncertified, and unbenchmarked workers? Okay, so focus shift on from employment to employability. This is the most important thing. That is nothing but giving fish to teaching how to fish. Have a connect. Send your students to the industry. 3 months industrial training, for every year. Give them rigorous projects. Let them come back so that they can have a group discussions amongst the people, amongst the students, then professors and etc. And then bridge the gap accordingly. To develop a skill-based study curriculum in schools and vocational training institutes. I told one state, Andhra Pradesh, how they are moving ahead of the rest of the states in our country, for your kind information. Development of grey-collar workers with a new set of skills. There are new, how many of our people have a mission Leni, artificial intelligence, and Mr. Muthukrishnan talked about the new age of industrial civil engineering technologies. How many of us are teaching them in the skills? Hardly few. Development of Rust collar workers with a new set of skills. Therefore, when the land was productive asset, the nations battled over it. There was a world wars, all of that kind for land. The same is happening now for talented people. We need talent. And two people are primarily responsible for this. The student, first and foremost, the student. The student, like uh, Davidson said, the student should have a positive thinking and develop a passion, mindset to learn. And number two is the institutes have to come up with a how do you do a mass customization? Customization is done for a mapping of the current syllabus, how it is individual, right? And I customize my clothes. So somebody else also so must. Take an example of Intel. When Intel came, before Intel coming up with the chip, there was a computer which runs on the what do you call it, hard disk. Then Intel came up with a chip, and then they said it has to be fit into everybody. It is like a SIM card. It's a mass customization. We need to think of something new. Train the lecturers and professors and instructors. They have to undergo rigorous training on regular basis. And the talent and the effective management, and how do we spot the new talent and how do we develop them? Like my earlier speakers addressed, we are in the era of conceptual age. These people are the critical for our and for all of you, which means in years in practice and passionate nature, if I have to tell you in Tamil, Ulluvadellam, Uyarvullal. Think big. That's how we would be in a position to we would be in a position to meet up the current demand as what every organization is looking for from the students and the institutes. So any questions, I would be more than happy to clarify. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear colleagues. Thank you for your time, and thank you for inviting me and be a part of a small change agent in your overall journey. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Minute, I just would like to bring a small point. See, the industry has to come forward to take people for internship. That is the main problem. The trainings as a program, then it is very difficult to fix the industry for the students. That is the major problem with the institutions. That's what I feel. I don't know about others. Can also comment on that.
I definitely agree with you, sir. The demand is so today.
2 months or 3 months training in the industry for these 2 million people, no? That is very difficult. That is a basic, what is that called? But actually, the people who are in the lower strata should also be.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
We are ready to take it up, sir. If you
Yes,
look at it, Reliance as a group. We have to keep connecting.
Yeah,
and
connecting.
keep,
Yeah, that's what. And that is easier. But that the student should get the what is that called, openness in there. They see if the seniors or other friends, and then they also want to go into that. That is the main problem.
Correct, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me once again. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Actually, you have given us too many datas that are really relevant to the society and every industry and institutions particularly that you have given us idea regarding to again for giving us a valuable and wonderful ideas regarding. Thank you, sir. With this note, we thank all the guests and participants for being part of this inaugural function. To proceed further, we request all the participants to join